Good morning. Just getting up, getting started. We're only about 5 minutes late. William's not too upset with us. We are leaving our lodging, which is the Sanctuary Lodge. A lot of the reviews will tell you it's very cold up here on the rim of the crater. Don't have to worry about it at all. There are electric blankets. You could cook somebody inside those blankets. It's so nice and warm. There are heaters and there's a hairdryer, and the shower is amazing. It zips up and it becomes basically a steam room. Hi, Gina. I'll probably edit that out. All right, getting on the road now, going down early morning into the crater to see a rhino. Good morning, everybody. Back in the safari vehicle for the final morning. We are headed down into Ngorongoro Crater. This is a volcano that is extinct. It erupted for the final time about 2 million years ago. I think that's what our safari guide, Mr. Williams, said. About 2 million years ago. Cone blew off. It was originally taller than Kilimanjaro. Now it is a crater which has created a magnificent habitat. All of the animals live here except the giraffe. He likes to live where there's a lot of trees, and in the center of the crater there are not that many trees, or no trees. So as he said, inside the crater, after the volcanic eruption, it created minerals such as phosphates and salts that the animals use for their health and nutrition. That's why they like to live inside the crater. But it's magnificent. It's on all of the lists of top places to see before you die. Most beautiful places in the world. If you think of the continent of Africa, you think Ngorongoro Crater, you think Serengeti. Let's see what we can find. First thing we're looking for is the rhino, because we haven't seen one yet. That is the last big animal that we haven't seen. Let's go. The bird you saw is an ox picker. He has a symbiotic relationship with the Cape buffalo. Takes the bugs and whatever parasites are growing on it or living on the Cape buffalo and eats them. Also, William said that he is very tuned into whether there's a lion around, and he will make noises to warn the buffalo. So they live together. Even though he looked like he was annoyed at having a bird on his eyes, they live together. I would probably be annoyed if I had a bird on my eyes as well. All right, moving on. Rhinos coming up. Promise. We just stopped at a viewpoint. Where do you see this view? Check it out. like 10 to 15 elephants all around the area. You heard the trumpet? That was because there's a hyena here. He's been looking at them. He doesn't stand a chance to attack the elephant, according to William, but the elephant doesn't like any sort of predators in the area. So they make the noise to scare it away, but hyena's not stupid enough to attack it. But these elephants are amazing. How about a baby elephant? Come on, I want to take one back to Brooklyn. Just an average day in the crater. Had lunch with hippos. Right there. You can see him, I think. He's put his head out of the water. Right here, right in front of me, hippos. We have to be very quiet. We finally found a close-up of a rhino. Better than nothing. All right, we're parked up the road. We're on our way out of the park and we decided let's try and find a rhino one last time. And we're at this area where, as you can see, there's lots of trucks parked. Because there's a rhino out that way, but it laid back down in the grass so we can't see it. They are not being very cooperative. All right, time for some souvenir shopping. Lots of things to buy for lots of people at home. A selection of absolutely everything you've ever wanted or didn't want in Tanzania awaits. Let's check it out. To remember my cousin who watered my plants. Thanks, Lindsay. To be honest with you, the whole shopping experience has been the most exhausting part of this entire trip. Wheeling and dealing and bargaining for the prices out of things, trying to avoid having to buy Tanzanite. Horrible experience. All right, she's shopping. You having a good time because you're shopping?
I am having the best time of my life. I always am. If I'm shopping, I'm happy.
Jesus Christ.
You know my friend.
No, don't call me a friend.
Okay, so we're gonna take a picture together.
Okay, baby.
All right. Okay, we're going to do this. All right. So we are back at the Arusha Coffee Lodge. We started our trip here. We are ending our trip here. Our flight out is at 11:35 p.m. tomorrow night. We could have taken the flight out tonight, but I didn't think everybody would want to be driving all day long after a long safari drive through Ngorongoro Crater to go to the airport, sit there and wait for an 11:35 flight. So we took one more night at the hotel in Arusha to relax. We're going to sleep in tomorrow. This is my first sleep in about 6 days. I'm so excited about it. What an amazing day today. We saw Ngorongoro Crater, that close encounter with the Cape Buffalo, the close encounter with the elephants right behind me. It was so amazing. We had such an amazing day. I know I say amazing a lot. It was such a great day. Mom, did you have fun? She's Lots of fun. Great. Then we did that shopping. My mom made friends with those women at the Marera Village Shopping Center, and they actually contacted me on Instagram to say that they want her to come back. They call her Bibi, which means grandma in Swahili. William Goshani, thank you so much. Goshani Safaris, it's been amazing. I would recommend it to absolutely anybody. The whole experience has been perfect. Tanzania has been perfect. I wouldn't have changed a thing except the spiders. Thanks for watching. Tonight we're going to get some sleep. Tomorrow I'm probably not going to film during the day at all. Tomorrow night's experience, I plan on showing you guys the Qatar Airways experience from Kilimanjaro to Doha. I have a lot to say about Qatar Airways, and I think I want to put it all in a video. I have had an absolutely dreadful experience buying tickets with them and dealing with customer service. The only thing worthwhile with that entire airline has been the in-flight experience. It is comfortable and the flight attendants are amazing, but dealing with customer service, I have not once gotten any sort of response from them. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for that tomorrow night, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I hope you have enjoyed Tanzania. Tune into the next video to see where we go next. I've got 2 places on tap right now, more to come after that. Good night, everyone. Say good night, Mom.
Good night, everyone.
I didn't get a chance to show you this on the first day. I'm probably putting this into the video. So this is being filmed after our safari, but at our hotel, it was closed when we got there. Because it closes at 4 p.m. But there is a small village called Shanga, sign is right behind me, where they have people with disabilities who are being brought here. They may be missing a limb, they may be deaf, they may be blind, and they're making these handicrafts at this village here, and they sell them at a store inside the hotel. They're actually adding a similar shop at the Milia Hotel in Serengeti as well. We spoke to the manager there. He said they're adding it here. Check it out. It's so cool. Really, really, really good products to have. I just took my mom through here. Check it out. So after we went shopping, we went in the back. We were introduced to the woman who's running the Shanga establishment. She's an Australian woman from Melbourne. She's been doing this for 4 years. Her name is Ruth Willett. She was lovely. She was telling us all about it. She was saying that they target hiring people with disabilities. They go through a formal interview process. Even if they don't have any skills, they hire them anyway, and then they teach them the skills here. What they're hiring for is the proper attitude to be working in a place like this. In the normal day, they said they will get 200 people a day going through here. So they want the people to be accustomed to being on display to tourists coming through here. There's not really that much protection for people with disabilities in Tanzania, so they're looking to employ them and give them something to have an income, something to do during their day. All of the people working here live off the grounds, and they come here to work every day. There is a similar establishment being built at the Milia Hotel in Serengeti. It's called Sanaa. It's by the same man who created this one. It is the exact same concept, but not the exact same store. Definitely, if you come to Arusha, come over to the Coffee Lodge. Check out Shanga. It was probably the best experience we've had all day long. All right. That's it right now. Time to travel back in time to the first day that we arrived in Arusha. Here we go. It's time for the Qatar Airways breakdown. Finally getting on our flight back to Doha to continue onward to London. This is our jumbo jet, Boeing 787. Qatar Airways is supposed to have the best business class in the world. Let's find out. We did the upgrade for this flight and this flight only so that we could say we sat the best business class ever. How was your experience with Qatar Airways so far?
Terrific.
She didn't have to deal with them on the telephone. All right. About ready to board the flight. Pardon me if I disappear for a few. So we just got into our seats. This is business class on the Qatar Airways 787. I apologize for my eyes looking tired because I'm exhausted at the end of my safari. Say the welcome from the flight attendants, greeting us by name, asking us what we want to drink. It has been fantastic. They're so nice on board. It is the most redeeming quality about having to deal with Qatar Airways. Check out what I found in my... Several choices for dinner. We pre-ordered and I got the Asian vegetarian option. As with any good business class seat, the amenities good. We'll open this up a little bit later and see what's inside. Bricks is the brand. Raoul sitting right next to me. Mom's over here. She's enjoying her business class experience. It's good pink champagne.